I think we're live. And this time I'm not going to do anything stupid because I know it's recording. I think it just takes a second to start. Also, I have to make sure I can even hear myself. I think we're live. And this time I'm not going to... That sounds kind of muffled, actually. But I'm just going to go with it. Wait, why is no one here? Oh, we got what? There we go. The Rainbow Mario Man. Charlie Lesher can hear me. We got the people. We got the people. All right. This is good. I guess I didn't technically start yet. I mean, I kind of started, but I did not actually do the intro yet and everything else. But okay, I'm gonna restart. So, hey guys, it's El Supersonic Q. Welcome to this stream right now. Usually don't do a stream 2 weeks in a row, but I decided, well, there's going to be a big collab video on tomorrow, so I thought we could do a little stream to like celebrate. That's kind of all I decided. So the chat's going. Benjamin says, "Wow, I'm early. Perfect timing." Cool. So I'm gonna let it sort of set up for a little bit. I've never really looked at these stream settings before. Stream URL. What if I do this? What is this? It's not even a URL to the stream. I don't even know how to. Like, how would I post this on Twitter? I've never really posted one of these on Twitter before. It doesn't seem like it works though. I go to like it's not a real URL. It's just like a. That's really weird. I don't know what that's for. Is it just this? Does this pull up the page? Oh, maybe I can just go to my channel. Also, I hope... Oh, there we go. There it is. Oh, there I am. There I am. This is like... Okay, cool. So if I do that and then that... Yeah, I guess I should have done this technical stuff ahead of time. Okay, so that is the thing. I think that's the stream to watch it. The link. You guys are saying Jorge uploaded a video. Cool. I didn't know Jorge was I didn't know Jorge was working on a Pink Morning cartoon video. I'll have to probably watch that later. Yeah, so I don't really know what else we're gonna do. I'm gonna put this on Twitter for a second. I haven't plugged one of my streams on Twitter in a really long time. Chilling in a live stream. Come hang. Cool. Yeah, I haven't done that. I haven't posted it on Twitter in a long time. I just thinking about the old live streams I used to do. I used to do a lot of old live streams. Yo, Danny Devoid, thank you for that. Their comment is, "Sweet Saturn back there. What's your favorite Saturn games?" Oh, geez. Well, let me add you to the list first. Thank you for that. We might actually hit our goal this time. Last time we didn't quite hit the Tinder goal. We might do it this time though. Man, okay, so Saturn games. That is Hold on, I want to check one thing first. Earlier today I was looking at some of my live streams and I don't know if it was like there was something weird with one of my last ones that I did. It was like it made like a copy of my last one, and I want to just make sure I'm not like streaming in two different places, which has happened before. Like I've had two of the same live stream set up on my channel. No, it looks like it's one. That's weird. I don't know why it said that. Anyway, geez, Saturn games. Well, me and the Saturn have a very love-hate relationship for sure. Um, I haven't really explored a lot of the Saturn library. I'm still like I okay. So a long time ago, here's our introductory story, our long rant about the Saturn. A long time ago, um, I wanted to get a Saturn, I think, for House of the Dead. No, Fighters Megamix. I wanted to play Fighters Megamix. But the US Saturns and the US games are so expensive, I said, well, I can easily get a Japanese version. So that's what I did. I got a Japanese Saturn, Japanese Fighters Megamix, and I played it. And I really enjoyed that game. So Fighters Megamix is probably one of my favorite Saturn games. But then after that, for some reason or another, I sort of like had my fill with Saturn, with just Fighters Megamix, you know? I don't know why, I just really wanted to play that one game. And then after that, I kind of let the Saturn sit around for like a year or something. It was a really long time. And I didn't really use it at all. And then I was sort of thinking recently, I thought, like within the past 6 months or so, I thought, like, what the heck? I had this Saturn, I never really used it, never did anything with it. So then I decided, you want to know what? I'm going to start buying games for it. So I don't have a ton of Saturn games because I only started buying them recently, but I have kind of a good collection going. So Fighters Megamix is definitely one of my favorites. That's I would say out of all the Sega like AM2 fighting games, that's probably the best one because it has just all the characters and everything. So that's cool. I did end up getting House of the Dead on Saturn, which is really cool because I liked playing it in the arcades. So now I have a home console version, which is nice. And I found out that the gun is actually not the best way to play on console. I found out in the arcades it's sort of different because like you're standing up with the cabinet, you know, and I think you have a reticle on the screen. But on the home arcade version, when you're using the gun, you're kind of like sitting down, you know, because you're like sitting down, and you don't have a reticle with the gun, so it's much harder. So I found that playing with the controller is actually more fun. I ended up getting Burning Rangers, but it's all in Japanese, so I can't really play it. Oh, we got another $5 from Marvel. We might have to talk about your topic later on. But they said congrats on the big collab. Well, thank you for that. Let me add you to the list. Yeah, we might have a story with Marvel later. Now that I know he's here. We'll get into some lost media stuff later. So thank you for that. Yeah, you guys will really like the collab, I think. Well, I know you guys will like it. So yeah, I got Burning Rangers, but it's in Japanese, so I can't read it really. What else did I get? That was sort of like wave one of my games were those. Then I ended up going back and buying some more. I got this game called Gun Griffin, which is kind of cool. Man, it's cool. There are a lot of cool things about it, but it's sort of a really clunky, like it's like a mech shooter, and I like mech shooters, but it's a very clunky mech shooter. Um, Not really like there are so many better mech shooters out there, but this one's okay for Saturn. It's okay. The controls are very strange, but once you get a handle on it, it's kind of fun. What else did I get? Then I got like Virtua Cop, but I don't like that as much as Virtua Fighter or House of the Dead, which is like another. Both of those are like on games, so Virtua Cop's not as fun. And then I got what else did I get? I have a couple more. I always forget what they are though, because I like never play them. I can't remember what else I got, but that's kind of the gist of my. It's a very small library. A lot of the games I want that I really want are like way too expensive to buy. Like there are a bunch of like arcade shooters that I want, but I'm not gonna spend like $100 on a game, so it kind of sucks. Um, Metro Android said never owned a Saturn, but it's one of my favorite consoles ever. Endless AA anime pixel art games, Princess Crown. Oh, I've heard a lot about Princess Crown. I was kind of gonna get that one. I was thinking about getting it because I had seen a lot of people recommend it, but then I checked the price on it and it was like $70, and it's like I don't know, $70 for a game. Um, Angelique, never heard of that one. Grandia, I've heard of that one. I think it's the shooter. Symphony of the Night and more. Yeah, Symphony of the Night. I forgot about that. the Saturn version of Symphony of the Night has a lot of exclusive things on it, which is really cool. Um, so I'll have to get that at some point. That was one of the reasons maybe why I bought it as well. In addition to Fighters Megamix. Is this a face reveal? DJ Crimson Sunbird said. Not really. I've done streams like this before, so it's not really a face reveal. I guess it's just a better way to do the streams, I think, instead of just talking. Even though the visual quality isn't that good to begin with. Jonathan43 said, "What did you think of the Mario Direct?" I knew this was going to come up. The Mario Direct. So for anyone who doesn't know, Nintendo did like a Mario Direct yesterday for his 35th anniversary, and it was pretty good actually, all things considered. I don't really know what I was expecting because I didn't even know they were doing it. So when I found out that it happened, I kind of went into it with no expectations, but I was surprised with what they showed. I actually just bought today the Mario 3D All Stars game. I just bought it today. I wasn't going to do it, but I was, Nintendo and their limited pressings of games and stuff. This one is a limited pressing. They said it was going to be available physically until like March, but you know how that goes with Nintendo. Like they could stop production tomorrow. I just didn't want to risk it. I didn't want the game that badly anyway because I've already 100%ed all 3 of those games that are in the collection. But, if I ever wanted it later and I couldn't get it, I'd be very angry. So I decided I'm just going to get it now, even if I don't play it, just to have it. So I ended up buying it, which was pretty good. And there's a lot of other cool stuff too. The Mario 30, like the Nintendo Online Mario 35 game where you play against 35 other people. It's like Tetris 99, but it's like Mario 35. That looked really, really fun. I don't know why they're only like limiting it though until March of next year. I don't really get why March is like the time to like kill all this stuff off, but yeah, I was really impressed actually. There's a lot of cool stuff. uh Oh, and also for anyone who doesn't know, in the chat, I just sort of like jump back and forth between like I'm not really going through the chat like one by one by one. I'm just kind of jumping around. So if I don't get to your thing right away, I'll probably get to it later. I saw Derby Dolly said, "What should we do to make Nintendo have a more positive attitude towards fan effort archiving of their properties?" Man, I feel like that's like a tough one. Like there's got to come a point where like you just gotta like I said like give up with that. I think Nintendo is just a lost cause. Like they're just like Nintendo would have to have a complete like management shift. I feel like for that to really like happen and be successful. I don't feel like we could ever really convince them. Oh, this is important to archive this stuff. Even with fan games, I feel like you can't really do anything about like keeping fan projects alive and stuff. You just can't do it with Nintendo, I feel like. So I don't know. I think maybe just over time it'll eventually happen. But I mean, like they're still stuck in the past with their online services. Like everyone complains about their online services. And I agree, like Smash Online sucks. So I don't even know what to do about that. I've never really thought about it. Tendon Winner 748 said, "Do you think the last Animal Crossing DS exists?" Yes, because I've been meaning to make a video on it. So no spoilers, but yes, it does exist. I've been meaning to talk about that in a video. I just haven't yet. Sarah said, "Yo, what's up, Sarah?" Kate F said, "Do you plan on live streaming more often?" I usually only live stream like to hype up a video, and since there's a video premiering tomorrow, I decided to do it tonight. But I generally speaking, I usually live stream like once every like couple weeks or so. So I probably won't really schedule more. Just whenever big videos happen. The Amazing Mario Bros said, "What is your favorite Yoshi?" Boshi counts. I've always liked Pink Yoshi, I think. I don't know why. I've always liked Pink Yoshi. Vic Boss said, also, what's up? I used to see you in my comments a lot. It's been a while. So Vic said, is it a collab with Jorge? He did upload a vid about that religious cartoon. No, it's not with Jorge. It's with someone else. I dropped hints on my community tab if you go back and look. But it's not Jorge. Desden Davis said, "Have you seen the OG JoJo OVA at the time you covered the Phantom Blood movie?" No, I hadn't seen the OG JoJo OVA, and I still haven't seen it. Um, I guess I haven't really like. Where can I even? I don't even know where I could watch that. I thought it was kind of hard to find. Um, but no, I haven't really looked into it. There's a lot of anime stuff I haven't watched yet. I was gonna watch the Castle of Cagliostro, like the Lupin the Third movie, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And then someone sent me a link to it a while ago, and I just haven't gotten around to watching it yet. Chibi Moon said hi. What's up, Chibi Moon? Jake P said, Ellis is Q. I sent the Pink Morning Cartoon Discord link to Jenkem Chick himself, and I still have the DMs. Does Jenkem Chick even have anything else with Pink Morning Cartoon? I thought he didn't have any more content from it, but um, yeah, I haven't really followed up since I made the video. MP474 said, "Hey, L Supersonic Q, what is the rarest item in your collection? PS, love your content, bro." Well, thanks for that. The rarest item in my collection is probably my Mario 64 prototype figure because it's kind of like a one of one. It was used in like negotiations with or Toy Biz made it, and they used it in negotiations with Nintendo. Um, when they were gonna make the toy line. So that's probably my rarest thing, I think. Yo, Sultan, what's up? Any updates on the music video? No, no updates on that stuff. Man, if even if there has been updates on stuff, I haven't really been following a lot of updates, like recently. Like this past week, I just haven't even like, I've just like totally ignored my DMs and everything because I was just going ham on editing my video for tomorrow. It's a big video. You guys will see, but that's what I spent the majority of the week doing. So I'm like behind on a lot of stuff. What does that ACDS comment even mean? It was the Animal Crossing seasonal DS set. I did like a video on it a few years ago. I like how people have sort of abbreviated it to that though. ACDS. That's it's also weird. I don't even have like a big, like usually I have like a big rant or something at the beginning of the stream to talk about, but I don't even really have a big rant tonight. Like I'm so exhausted from my video that I almost like I don't even have anything to like rant about like specifically, which is like weird because usually I do. Oh, I just want to make sure the sound is okay. Almost like okay. I guess it sounds fine. I don't know why I was worried about the sound. But yeah, like usually I have like a big rant or something, but I don't even know what to say. Just that video, man, you guys are really gonna like it. You guys are really gonna like it. I think. Um, yeah, but that's pretty much what I did for most of the week was edit this video, and it's dumb because I didn't really have to make it this big like week long project like there's a whole history with this project, I guess. But to summarize it, like this video could have been on months ago, but I only decided recently that I needed to get it on. But I felt that it was essential to get on this week for a variety of different reasons. So I got it together and everything, and I wanted to get it out for tomorrow, I pretty much finished it. I have a couple like I had to make the thumbnail and a couple little things, but for the most part, it's done, which is just really good. It's just such a relief. But that's what I did. I feel like I just worked on the video for the whole week, and I like Like now it's Friday. It's like, where did the week go? It's like, oh, I was working on a video for the whole week. That's what I feel like. So I don't really even have a big rant or anything to say. Yo, Elaine, what's up? Always nice to see Elaine in here. Yeah, Sultan, I recognize your name now. Zachary Palat said, what old lost media searches do you want to be solved?" Oh, and then Sultan said JBVO. Yeah, that's up there with one of my most wanted things. I think the Meso Blues pilot from Johnny Bravo though is probably my most wanted thing right now. I think the Hannah Montana concept art also is something I'd really like to see, but we're probably never ever going to see that, so that's sort of out of the question. JBVO is up there as well. Just getting more of that archive would be great. All those like classic topics I covered back in the day, a lot of those a lot of them have already been found or discovered, but I think stuff like that, like the classic lost media stuff, I'm still really interested in that. I know that like new topics come out all the time and all this stuff, but old stuff I really like. Um, like the Kappa Mikey pilot would be included in that list, but it was already found. Elaine said, "Did you already tell the Tinder stories that were meant for the last stream?" No, I didn't. I didn't say any. I didn't tell any stories yet. The Tinder stories are well. I'm probably not even going to tell any stories unless we hit the goal. Um, I know last stream I think I said like, oh, maybe like the next stream, which will be this one, will like cut the goal. But I did talk about girls last time, so I feel like that was like good enough. So no, I didn't tell any stories yet. So you did not miss anything. It's funny that you really like the Tinder stories. That's funny. Uh, Lucifer said, "I love your videos." Thank you. The Webkins Killer video has such a unique charm that I kept watching it for no particular reason. Yeah, that was a really cool video. I enjoyed that one. Um, it's ironic though because that video actually killed my Halloween schedule for that year because that was going to be the first video in like my month of Halloween videos. But it did so well that like nothing else I could release could top it. So it just killed the rest of my schedule. I think I did get the Wicked Witch video out, but then that was it. So my other Halloween topics were never made. And I think even the next year I was supposed to do them and then I didn't. I don't even remember what I did what I did last year. Um for videos. I honestly cannot remember. Like last year for videos was just a really bad year, I think. Because I'm just thinking about what I did release. I know at the beginning of the year I had I released a few things that did okay, but then I had a burnout. Then I came back with like the astrology with Squidward conclusion and the Dragon Ball Z dub thing, but those didn't really do good. Oh, then I did like the Animal Crossing racist thing and the Pokeball choking hazard thing. Those did really well in views, but like I remember I was just making them at the time just to get some kind of content on the channel. You know, they weren't really part of the mystery of or anything. And then after that, what did I even finish the year with? I don't even remember. I honestly can't even remember. I have to go back and look. Humidity Brian said, "What type of lost media is your favorite?" Probably cartoon stuff and animation stuff, I think. That's probably my favorite. I've just always liked that stuff. Video games are a close second, though, because, I mean, I play video games and stuff. So, those are the top two. And as for the ones I don't really care about at all, I would say literature. I've never really found like a lost piece of literature that was really interesting. And also like movies. I'm not really like a big movie guy. I know there's a lot of lost movies, but I'm not really into that. So, um, yeah. Cool. I'm glad the phone is ringing. Maybe you guys can't even hear that, actually. Might have to pick up the phone, I guess. Well, this will... How do I mute the mic? Oh, maybe that... I might have to pick the phone up. Now the camera's all messed up because I put my finger over it. Well, anyway. What were we doing? Now I don't even know where I was. Alexander Ferguson said, I love your videos, especially the ones about video games. Yeah, that's what I was saying is like video games and video games and cartoons are like my two favorite like lost media things to talk about. So um and that's you know like I mean obviously I try hard with all my videos, but like those ones specifically, there's like a lot of passion in them because like I care about those topics so much. K1 YouTube said, "Is the Webkins Killer your most viewed video?" Yep, it is. It's almost at 2 million, which is really, really ironic considering it has almost nothing to do with lost media. Honestly, most of my most viewed videos like have nothing to do with lost media. It's like the Webkins Killer video. Did I unmute the microphone? Yeah, okay. Like like the Webkins Killer video. The racist Gengar, the racist Animal Crossing. Well, the Teenage Gary is actually one of my most viewed, and that's lost media. But most of them really don't even touch those ones, which is like just really ironic. William Long said, "Hello, love your content." Well, thank you. I appreciate that. 16 Bitify said, "Did you ever get a response from Lee Adams in the Fox Kids Sega sweepstakes?" No, I actually never did, mostly because I never found a way to contact him. Some people claim that they did, but I don't really know how true those claims were. And um at the time that I made the video, I didn't. Oh my gosh, now I have to go hang the phone up. Wait. Now the camera's even more messed up, and now the sun is going down, so it's even worse. I have my ooh, that's actually pretty good. I'm gonna keep that on right now. I think got a nice like campfire vibe going on. Should have done that from the beginning, I guess. It got kind of dark in here pretty quick. What was I even saying now? Oh, I never really got into contact with Liam because I never contacted him, but I could probably do that and get an answer. Smith Zero. Oh, back to the other thing we were talking about. Music and literature are ones I'm not as interested in, but I'll watch a good video on anything if there's a good mystery. Yeah, I just feel like you never really like music specifically is one of those topics that like I feel like is very polarizing because unless you're interested in the artist, no one cares. I mean, the most mysterious song ever was like a different case. That's kind of its own thing. But when it comes to like oh, I did a video on like My Chemical Romance songs. Well, unless you're into My Chemical Romance, you're not gonna care. Like people request all the time that I do videos on like AC/DC and stuff like that, but I don't really like those musicians, so I don't really care. And I almost feel like that's very different than cartoon related stuff. I feel like if you're into animation, well, you want to find Johnny Bravo or like it's just really different. Music is just really different. Um, do you keep putting your hand on the camera because you're not wearing pants? No, because I'm sitting in a chair that is very close to like the other objects, and when I get up, I don't want to like shift, like in case I hit my computer, I don't want to like shift it all around my room because maybe the room tour will be a different video. But yeah, I just don't want, like, if I got up and I shifted this and it would like flip around and like, I don't want you guys to see where I sleep. I remember, man, I remember I was watching some video, or there's a video I was watching once. I can't remember who it was, but they ended up doing a room tour after years of people requesting it, which was fun. It was, I can't remember who it was. There was some YouTuber I used to watch, and people always requested that they wanted to do a room tour. And he finally did a room tour. I remember that. What else? Did you know that? Did you know Cartoon Lost and Found Part 1 has been? Was it really Can someone else like confirm that Cartoon Lost and Found Part 1 was deleted? Electman says it was, but I don't know if that's just, if he's just trolling me or not. Like because the guy that uploaded that video commented on my video, and he told me a little bit. He's like, oh, like he confirmed some things in the video, in my video, in the comments. Yo, Jack's Cheese! What's up, Jack's Cheese? Glad you could stop by. But yeah, so I don't know why he would have deleted the video. It doesn't really make sense to me. Yo, Ed Mario, nice of you to show up. Slim Cognito said, the artist in me just can't help but love Lost Media. Or Lost Animation. Yeah, like everyone seems to like Lost Animation. It's just, there's something about it, especially the cartoon pilots. Good Traz Nightcore said, are you ever going to cover Pokemon Live home video release? Man, Pokemon Live is a really weird topic. It's had such a weird search history because originally I was in the original A Day with SpongeBob search group, and when A Day with SpongeBob was over, we voted to try and find Pokemon Live. The only problem is that there wasn't as much interest in that as A Day with SpongeBob, so some of the searchers went off to do their own thing. Other people tried to make Pokemon Live like a big thing. We found some stuff, but not a lot. Then we dropped the search. Then other stuff came out about it. Then there were a couple different threads in the Lost Media Wiki, and it was really confusing archiving all the information together. So, long story short, I probably won't cover that because the topic is really old, and I've just had a very strange, like, connection to it, and it would be very, very confusing, I think, trying to get everything straight. Also, like, Chad Tronic did a video on it, like, a few years ago, which I know it was a few years ago, but I just don't really want to bother with it, so I probably won't do that. Calixto Mester Hazy, sorry if I destroyed your name, said, can you please do more anime dub Lost Media? Funny you say that because I actually do have, surprisingly, you guys know me, I hate Lost Media dub mysteries because I think they're uninteresting, but I actually do have some more dub topics that I found interesting that I had actually written scripts for. So maybe those will end up coming out. Yeah, I do have some of those. Jax G said, my computer blue screen because your stream is too powerful, but now I'm back. Nice. Man, freaking blue screening computers, that brings me back to before I got this MacBook. My old computer used to do that like all the time. Oh my gosh, you guys really can't find it? You guys really can't. Why was it deleted? Were people like going on his video or like the only thing I can think of is maybe people were like bothering him or like commenting. Man. like maybe people were like commenting or bothering him or like asking him if he had part 2 and he got tired of it, so he just deleted the video. Man, that sucks. What the heck? When lost media searches go wrong, add that to the list of things that. Man, what the heck? Now I'm angry. Mr. Bruh said, "Hello, dude. What's up, Mr. Bruh? Glad you could stop by." Man, why the heck was it deleted? He commented on my video. I don't get it. Well, now I feel bad that he even had to delete it. Ed Mario said, "Slamfest 99 is probably the next big thing next to Pokemon Live, even though there is still some stuff I want to find that nobody else cares about." I got like really, really far on the Slamfest. Oh, that's when earlier people said, "What do you want to find?" Slamfest is also in that list of like JBVO and stuff. I spent a lot of time looking for Slamfest. I got very, very close, but the people I needed to contact never got back to me. So it's not over, but it's not looking good. I gotta find a way to contact them. Sky Phantom said, "Have you ever found any more evidence of the scrapped Ren and Stimpy theme?" Oh, the Kurt Cobain thing? No, I haven't really looked into that after I made the video, and that was like 2 or 3 years ago, I think. Probably 3 years ago. I Like Donuts said, "Hello. Hello, I Like Donuts. Glad you could stop by." Metro Android with a good point said, "I don't understand the inclination because I want to archive everything, but some people just want their creation or uploads to be forgotten, so they disappear when attention comes to them." Yeah, I just feel bad that if he had to delete it because people were like pestering him or something. Like, I guess I can maybe understand not wanting attention or something, but I don't know. I really don't know. I don't even know when he deleted it, so that's weird to me. Oh, Salvador Gonzalez said, "Didn't something like this happen to another lost media topic?" Yeah, well, kinda. You might be thinking about the Me and My Friends thing, the Backyardigans pilot. I made a video on that, and some craziness ensued, and I had to delete the video. That's a little different, but it's kind of the same thing. There was attention put on people who didn't want, even though I didn't even mention them in my video, other people ended up finding them, but they didn't want that, so I don't like talking about that. That was a big thing. K1 YouTube said, "Did we ever figure out if that Malaplush was official?" Yeah, it's official. It showed up in the set sheet in some Japanese magazine. So Mallow's real and official, but Gino is not. He doesn't exist. Midori Berry said, "What are your thoughts on things that are supposedly lost and then they're found on YouTube and have been uploaded for ages?" I actually think stuff like that is actually really like cool when it happens. It's like, I don't want to say it's like funny, but it's funny to think that something we were looking for was there the whole time, which is actually was the case with Clockman. That short had been sitting on YouTube since like the late 2000s or something. It just took us years to find it. But I think that's cool because a search still like ensues. Like there were still people invested in Clockman, but we ended up finding it, on YouTube. Like we didn't have to jump through, like, because I think that's a thing that people maybe don't really consider is like there's finding something and then there's jumping through a bunch of hoops to get what you're looking for like found. It's like two different things. And I think the case when stuff is sitting on YouTube, it's great because it's already there. We just have to find it. So a cool search can ensue, but you don't have to go through all the complicated hoops of contacting people and, oh, can they release it? And like, when are they going to release it? Which, is its own thing in itself. Like there are so many topics I can think of people that either like have stuff or like might have stuff or have stuff in storage or something that we're just never going to get because like they're never going to go dig it out. Or even just contacting people in general can be hard. Like with Slamfest, I contacted a couple people who I believe are pretty much the be-all end-all of the search. If these people don't have it, I don't even know who would have it at this point. But I can't get in contact with them because they're just not reading their messages or whatever. But the difference with that is like if we had found that the entirety of Slamfest had been uploaded to a website or something, oh great, it's already uploaded. We just, it took us a while to find it, but like there it is. And that just makes it so much easier, to me anyway. Like I think that's one of the, probably if someone like, if I made a guide on how to like get into lost media, that's probably one of the biggest obstacles that anyone can have is establishing contacts and like reaching out to people. And in my years of doing that, it's at this point it's almost like an art. It's you know, like you really gotta know what you're doing when you reach out to people and stuff. And I feel like in a lot of cases maybe people are like intimidated by that, and they don't want to reach out to someone asking them for a piece of lost media. Um, and like the biggest mistake I see when people contact other people for lost media is like they'll say something along the lines of like I'm with the Lost Media Wiki, or like I'm from the Lost Media Wiki, and like just like when that happens it's like you're done. Because like at that point it almost sounds like you're like trying to like sell them something, you know. It's like if they open an email and the first thing they read is hello, I'm from the Lost Media Wiki, the other person's thinking like, what the heck is a Lost Media Wiki? Why is this guy contacting me from this like organization? It's just, you don't do it like that. Like it just, you know, it just comes across as like the wrong way. So what I do is like I just am very like casual about it. I just like introduce myself like, oh, I'm whatever, and like, you know, then I usually say like, oh, like I'm really interested in animation and I was doing a little research on it. You know, sort of like you got to show them that you're interested in like what they do, or whatever they worked on, right? You can't just be like, I'm from the Lost Media Wiki, your pilot is lost, you should upload it so we can all see it. Like they don't like people, because Lost Media as a whole I think is still kind of like this thing that not everyone understands. It's I wouldn't say it's like a mainstream thing yet, you know, especially like where preservation and stuff is still kind of on the rise. Like we're still like, I don't think we're at like the peak for that stuff yet, right? So when people, you know, people get confused when you say, hey, can you upload this short so everyone can see it? Because they're thinking like, and even in the case of like the Johnny Bravo pilot, the Meso Blues pilot, I guarantee you, even with something like that, when people reach out to him and to reach out to the creator and ask, oh, hold on, I got money. Desden Davis, oh, thank you for the donation, said, hi LSSQ, I'm interested in Lost Media anime dubs. I do have some more dubs in the pipeline. I don't want to give away the topics, but I do have a couple more dubs, so definitely like in the coming weeks, I guess. Like check the channel, because I will have more dubs, Lost Media dub topics to show you guys. So thanks for that. I think I spelled that right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, more dubs are on their way. But yeah. So like even with like the Johnny Bravo creator, you know, when people want to see his stuff, he's probably thinking like, well, why does anyone care about my student film when I was in college? You know, like he doesn't really see why it's like important to preserve an archive. So Tricepta, thank you for posting this, said, Cartoon Lost and Found Part 1, video unavailable. This video contains content from Warner Bros. Entertainment, who has blocked it on copyright grounds. What the heck? Are you freaking kidding me? So he didn't take it down. It was blocked, which doesn't really... What in that video... What, is it because Adam West was Batman and Warner Brothers owns Batman? Is that what... Like, what... Like, what in that video was copyright claimed? And that really sucks now, because we probably can't even like, if we got another copy of it, we probably couldn't even upload it again, because it's gonna get taken down again. What the heck? Well, this is a first. This is a first, I think. This has never happened to me before. Well, that sucks. I feel like that's like my fault now. Well, that's a bummer. I don't even know what to say now. That was like completely unexpected. I was not expecting that to happen. Yo, the 2001 Mario Sunshine Space World build. Dude, Space World is like a whole lost media thing in itself. Maybe I'll do a Space World video someday. But again, though, like a lot of people have covered it already, so I don't really know what else I could say about it. Holly Pinky said I got in contact with the creator of the Johnny Bravo. Oh, of Johnny Bravo 2 weeks ago, but nothing. Yeah, he's really hard to get a hold of. I've tried contacting him before myself, and it didn't really go anywhere. So, again, contacting people like that adds a lot of difficulty to the searches. Okay, we could upload it and then list it and share it around. Yeah, okay. Really disappointed in that. That sucks. Like, I'm still thinking about it. Kid Draco SODMG said, "Love the channel. Thanks for stopping by." Benjamin Lane said, "I remember Yuri of Wind covered Space World a good bit back when he regularly made content." Yeah, I probably ended up watching most of Yuri of Wind's content, honestly, on Space World back in the day. Yuri of Wind was... Here's some L Supersonic Q lore, I guess. Well, I used to watch Yuri of Wind a lot, way before I was doing Lost Media. And I don't really want to compare my content to his because I feel like it's different, but I did used to watch a lot of Yuri of Wind, and his content was really good. I really enjoyed it. Fun fact, though, here's the lore. I think so the Chugga Conroy collab, I believe that was my first collab ever on my channel. Before the Chugga Conroy collab happened, and this was like years before, like 2 years before, I think, I actually reached out to Yuri of Wind first, and it wasn't for the Animal Crossing video, but it was just, I think in general it was some other topic. I don't remember what it was, but I actually reached out to him and I said, "Do you want to collab with me on a video? Because I like your content and I feel like a lot of our stuff kind of, goes together well." But he actually never got back to me. So I don't know if he just didn't want to do it and ignored the email, or if he never got the email, or he never read it. I don't know. No shade to him though. I mean, it is what it is. I still like his older videos. They're classics. I kind of stopped watching him when he started only uploading creepypasta videos. But yeah, an LSSQ Yuri of Wind collab would have happened, but he didn't get back to me, and then I decided, a couple years after, well, might as well go for Chugga Conroy, even though it had nothing to do with Yuri of Wind. That was its own project, but at that point I thought, like, well, if Yuri of Wind isn't going to get back to me, I might as well, ask someone else. And it was Chugga Conroy, and that was the Animal Crossing video. I don't remember what the Yuri of Wind video was. It may have been a video that, like, I think it was a Mega Man video. Because Yuri of Wind did a lot of Mega Man content, and I was going to do a Mega Man video. Yeah, so this was definitely like 3 or 4 years ago. And I was going to do a video on a canceled Mega Man game, and I said to him, "Hey, do you want to collab on this video? Because, like, you've done Mega Man stuff, and you'd be a good fit for it." And it never happened. I don't think I ever even wrote that script out, though. It was just an idea that I proposed to him, and then he didn't get back to me, so I never wrote the video, I think. There's some Lost L Supersonic Q stuff for you. You guys freak me out when you post the little loading emoji, because I keep thinking the stream isn't working. Just going through the million comments I missed. A lot of you guys are like old school Yuri of Wind fans. Yeah, Yuri of Wind was a classic. He definitely made a lot of really good videos. I really enjoy his content, and his old videos still hold up. I haven't watched them in a while, but they hold up. The Amazing Mario Bros. Said, will you ever cover the Luigi files found in Mario 64? Probably not, because everyone else has already like covered them. Um, and I don't know what else I could really say about it. So, Sonic 3 recent beta with non-Michael Jackson music. That Oh yeah, I remember that when that was found. That was found pretty recently. I remember that. Elect Man said, "Is there any piece of Earthbound lost media?" Yeah, there's a couple. There's one topic that someone keeps requesting that I do, and I'm going to cover it at some point. I just haven't really found the right time to do it, but yeah, I think there's some Earthbound stuff. Me and Jax Cheese were actually going to do an Earthbound collab video, but then the virus hit, and we also would have had to buy stuff for it, so we didn't get around to it. But that's still on the list. At some point. Oh, Jeremy Gaming 22 said, "Will you ever find the Luigi's Mansion FMV from Space World?" That again is its own. That is another topic that I've had a really strange history with, because I had researched it at one point, then put the topic down, then picked it back up, then wrote a script, then tried to do a video, then didn't do the video. And I lost all my original files I had, all the original links to the Wayback Machine's finds that I had. Um, Maybe if I ever feel like going back through all that old stuff and literally sifting through all of it, I could make it, but that would be a really hard time going back through all that stuff. Shelby or Chevy Silverado said, "Hello, what's up, Chevy?" Oh, and their icon is a car. That's funny. Oh, Metro Android said they haven't seen anything about Space World as a whole. I thought people had made videos about that. I really, really did. Like, I thought Space World had been covered like in its entirety. I really thought it did. But I could look into it again at some point. Um, it's not like a big thing. Like there are other little elements of Space World era games I could see myself talking about before actual Space World or actual Space World games. I can't give away the topics, but if I ever make the videos, you'll see. Um, oh, Grunting Shark said, "Do you know Rebel Taxi slash Pan Pizza?" Yeah, we've talked a few times, and he follows me on Twitter. And I was actually gonna say last stream, someone told me that Pan Pizza had made some kind of mention on his podcast that he wanted to get me on his podcast. And I went back and listened to that podcast. I think it was the same one that the comment was talking about. And I didn't hear any mention of me. So I don't know what that was. I don't know if any of you guys know anything about that. But there was like, I don't know where this like rumor came from that like he was, unless I misinterpreted the comment. But the comment last time was like, did you hear Rebel Taxi wanted to get you on his podcast or something? I don't know if that meant, and I didn't know if that meant like me directly or like I don't know if that meant like me directly or like just getting new people in general on his podcast, and I guess I would fit into that. I don't know what it meant, but like that was like a rumor. I don't know if any of you guys like know anything about that. Um Oh, Zachary said it was a live stream, not an episode of the podcast. Huh. And then Sky Phantom said never heard him talk about you, and then Smith Zero said Pan's mentioned me before. So okay, it's a bit. So I guess it's a big like it's a big kind of like vague thing. I thought he had specifically. Oh well, okay. Now I'm curious. What's the wait the so it was the live stream, not the actual. I guess it's not really any of my business. If he wants me on the thing, he'll ask me. But I remember went off on a big hype thing last time where I'm like, oh my gosh, he wants me on the podcast. But okay, Moon 101 said, "Can you do a video on I'm very hungry? It was a really weird YouTube video, and I want to learn more about it." I'd have to like look into that. I don't know what that even is. But yeah, me and Pan Pizza have interacted before, but we had never collabed. I haven't been on his podcast or anything, so someday. I'm still hoping someday. Jax Cheese said, "Are you gonna play Super Mario 35?" Yeah, I was saying at the beginning of the stream that was one of the things I was actually really excited for because I like Tetris 99 and Mario 35 is sort of like that. So I think it'll be really fun. I'm actually looking forward to it. I don't know why it's releasing like in October though. I thought they would have like released it sooner, like maybe before the Mario 3D All Stars game came out. So that's kind of weird, but I guess I'll be playing Mario 3D All Stars maybe while I wait for Mario 35 to come out. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one. Is there any lost media of YouTube poops? Oh, there's a lot of YouTube poop lost media. I used to really be into YouTube poops, and a lot of the old ones I used to watch I can't find anymore. Autumn Corns said, "Is the Luigi's Mansion FMV you're talking about the zombie Luigi? If it is, then the FMV was never planned to be in the game." I think it might be. I think the zombie thing is was part of it, but there's a larger trailer that we've never found, and people want to see the full version of that trailer. Um, I think that's kind of what it is. Mega Drive 64 said, "I don't know if you were asked about this already, but what do you think about what was found in the Nintendo leaks recently? The code of the Wii startup disk has been found, and now we know what happens when inserted." Yo, I remember that was a pretty big topic on the wiki a while ago. People were really looking into that, so that's cool. I was never a big fan of that topic, so I don't really have a lot to say about it. But that's cool. It was found. I wish it wasn't found through a leak, but guess take what you can get, and those people will be really happy. So that is funny because I remember there were threads about that, and I never really found out what was so interesting about it. I mean, not that it's not interesting, but people were always like searching for that, and I never really understood what the big hype was around it. Oh, the Rebel Taxi thing was a viewer question. Okay, that makes more sense. Is there Paper Mario 64 lost media? Is there? There probably is some. I would imagine there's probably some beta stuff. Well, and we know there was like an earlier like concept art of the game kind of thing. I don't know if there's any more than that, but there is that at least. I like donuts at hello. Well, what's up? I like donuts. Glad you could stop by. I have not watched Has Been Hotel. I don't even know what it's about. I've just heard it exists, but I don't know what it's about. Yo, monkeys are swag. What's up? Meme Warlock said, "Can you talk about the lost Netflix episodes of The Problem Solvers? Are those actually lost? I thought they were uploaded to Kiss Cartoon or something. If they are lost though, yeah, I could see myself doing a video on them because I like The Problem Solvers. There's a long and complicated reason why I like them, but yeah, I could see myself doing a video on that. I have not heard that people were recreating the Luigi's Mansion beta, but it does not surprise me, I guess. Um, Bork, Bork Ben, Borkbine, Borkbine, I think that's how you pronounce it. Ultimate Mario Fan 101 said, "Hello, LSSQ. How's it going, Ultimate Mario Fan?" Oh, Marvel said, "The stream makes for real good editing background noise. Very relaxing." I always like getting that compliment, so thank you. And that reminded me, speaking of lost video, and I'm glad you popped back in the chat because speaking of lost videos, there's this really interesting search I want to tell you guys about. And actually, Marvel in the chat here was sort of the origin of it. And also, it kind of has to do with how you guys were talking about lost YouTube videos and stuff. So, he made a video on his channel about this. I actually really liked the video. It was really good. So you guys should go to his channel and watch the video. But let you know what the topic is, so you'll know a little bit about it. A long time ago, I guess, there was this like how to unlock Luigi like YouTube video from, I think it was like the late 2000s, early 2010s. Um and like, it was like a how-to video where you do all these like crazy steps, and anyway, at the end of the video, it was like a jump scare kind of video, right? And Marvel remembers this from his childhood and he can't find it. And apparently a bunch of other people also remember it from their childhoods and can't find it. So there's sort of this like mini search going on for it. And I was really interested in it. I haven't had time to really look into it past what I had already like talked to you about Marvel, but yeah, the search is sort of growing, and actually Daikate from the Lost Media Wiki is sort of interested in it. So when he's interested in something, you know it must be good. So go to Marvel's channel and watch that video, and get interested in the search and get involved in the search, because it's really, really good. I was really interested with the topic, and yeah, I can't say that I ever saw the video. I didn't really look for that kind of stuff on. I don't even think I was really looking for cheat codes on YouTube at that time. I guess just because I was older, I guess. But it's a really good topic. Yo, Benjamin Lane with the $5. Thank you for that. Said, a donation in celebration of one of my most sought after lost medias getting solved. Viva la Wii startup disc. Thank you for that. Well, I'm glad that you are someone who is like really excited that was found. So I'm happy for you, even though I never totally got in on the search. So I'll add you to the list. Oh wow, it's really getting dark now. Nice. We might. Well, I guess we're still going. I was gonna say we might hit the Tinder goal, maybe. You guys like those Tinder stories, so we're getting closer. TMJPH98 said, "Heyo, what's up?" TMJPH98. Glad you could stop by. Wait, Chevy said my voice is the narrator voice. You talking to me specifically? Well, that's the thing too, is I feel like these streams are like I've always felt that these streams, and other people have sort of said this too in my older streams that didn't use the face cam, that like they're just really good background noise, and that's like a good compliment. Like, it's one of my favorite compliments to get, because back when I was like much younger and I was doing homework and stuff, I'd have YouTube videos on in the background and I'd listen to YouTube videos while I was doing homework, and I always thought, I wonder if one day I can be like that guy who is someone else's background noise, and now I am, and that's really cool. It all comes full circle. I have heard of Duel Masters, yeah. I never liked it though. It was kind of a dumb show, like just a really big Yu-Gi-Oh ripoff, in my opinion. Is the big collab with... Wait, okay, well, it jumped. Mike F said, well, thank you for the donation, and they said, love your content in your streams, my dude. And do they mean like the narrator from Stanley Parable? I don't even know what Stanley Parable is. But maybe that's what they meant. Do I sound like a narrator from Stanley Parable? Or were they talking about the narrator from Stanley Parable? I may never know. But thank you for that. I'll add you to the list. I think you guys really want these Tinder stories. We're chopping away at it. So thank you for that donation, Mike. I appreciate it. And as I've said before, all this chat revenue gets reinvested into videos. Because like And I say this story every time, but oh man, oh man, oh, or okay, we're gonna do an old school meme. I'm gonna put Coco in a timeout. What a classic meme. Okay, that was kind of a throwback. We used to in my really old streams. In my really old streams, we used to put users in timeouts. I used to have like a mod team, and they used to do that. So, thank you for the throwback, Coco. Like back to the old days of the LSSQ cast when I had a moderation team. Um, the collab is with a big YouTuber. You guys have probably all heard of him. I don't want to spoil it though. Yep, yep. K1 YouTube said, "Might as well. Hope you were having a great day." Well, my day just got a whole lot better now. Thank you for that, K1 YouTube. And well, we hit the goal. You guys, I think K1 YouTube really set it over the mark there. So you guys are gonna get some Tinder stories whether you want to hear them or not. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. So, yep, we're gonna get Tinder stories when the stream is close to ending. I always save them for last. So we are officially at the goal. So we're gonna do Tinder stories. So once again, thank you for that, K1 YouTube. Um, and the collab, yeah. So I was saying a million things all at once. The thought I was saying before was the money that gets donated, I reinvest back into the channel. I've told this story before, but me and Jax Cheese, we're gonna do a big video on a Game Boy game. We're gonna like really get into the game. We felt like the game had not been discovered and picked apart very much, so we bought Game Boys and the game. We were gonna make a big video on it. We had a script going. Then I think that was gonna be over a winter break, but then winter break we couldn't finish it before winter break, and then the virus hit and everything. But like that's an example of like the money gets reinvested in the channel because we had to buy the game and the Game Boys and stuff. So that's good. The other thing I was gonna say is the collab is with someone you guys probably all know. If you want a hint, go to the community page on my channel, and I a couple days ago I made a hint about who it is, because I don't want to like straight up spoil it. But you guys all know who he is. It's gonna be a great video. Really excited for that. And then some of you guys were talking about favorite game betas and stuff. I think if I had to pick like a favorite game beta or a game beta that I would want to be found and like playable through a leak, Luigi's Mansion would probably be up there for me. I've always liked the Luigi's Mansion beta with the internal clock and all that stuff, all the scrapped elements. That's definitely one of my higher picks. Mario Sunshine is up there too, but Luigi's Mansion is a little more interesting. The Pikmin beta is also very interesting because of the enemies that were cut and some environments that only show up in the gameplay trailer in Luigi's Mansion. So stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff like that. Mostly GameCube era stuff, I think, is really my where all my interest is with game betas. I mean, there's a lot of older, interesting game betas as well, but GameCube is really where it's at for me. Some N64 stuff too. Oh, the cursed Mario Sunshine commercial. I think I know which one you're talking about. Um, the one where they sing the song, is that the cursed one? I don't really like that commercial. It is kind of dumb. Um, just scrolling on by. Oh, Mighty Mary said, been home with the flu and found your channel 3 days later and I've watched every single video. Love your content. Well, thank you for that. That's a really nice comment. That's another thing that is always like a surprise to me when people say that they like binged my channel. Because again, like I used to binge, well, I still do, binge watch channels like channels that I find and stuff if I really like the content. And I always think, like man, like maybe someone like what if there's someone out there who wants to binge watch my channel? Wouldn't that be cool? And you did, so that's really cool. This makes me feel so good to hear that, like that people really like my content. It kind of sucks that you have the flu though. I hope you feel better, but thank you for watching my stuff. I appreciate that. Please read the B movie script for my background noise. I'm not gonna read the B movie script. Yo, maybe that could be its own incentive. L Supersonic Q reading things. Oh, we made a joke about that last time where I should get a Cameo account or something. I'm not actually gonna do that though. Rodroid said, dream guests other than the ones you've collabed with. That's a good question. Okay, I guess I'll throw some stuff out here. Maybe some of you guys can put in a good word for me. Who knows? Who knows what'll happen? But other than the ones I collabed with, because Chugga Conroy was a dream guest for pretty much ever since I found out about him back when I was like a kid. But we're not counting that. We're counting ones that I haven't done yet. Let's see. Well, I'm also not going to count Jorge and Rebel Taxi in this one because I feel like those are going to happen eventually because we're sort of all in the same content circle. So let's talk about dreams. I mean, like collabing with that would be really really cool. But I think it's going to happen maybe at some point. So let's talk about dream stuff that probably will never happen. Or also stuff that might happen that I just haven't done yet. Okay, so back to the question. Well, I've always been a big fan of Psycho's content. He does like glitches and let's plays and stuff. You guys probably know who he is. He's pretty popular. I've always been a big fan of Psycho. I think he is someone at some point that I would really, really like to collab with. Because I talk about binge watching a channel. I used to freaking start my mornings by watching Psycho's streams. He used to stream on Twitch a lot, and I would start my and this was like 4 years ago or 3 years ago. I would start my streams start my days by watching Psycho's streams. They were like a part of my day. So I actually played with him. I played Smash Bros. Wii U with him back when he was doing that stuff. Because I would watch his streams, and one day in the morning he was streaming Smash Bros. And he was doing viewer battles, and I actually got on and I played him. So that was really fun. Psycho is definitely one I would really like to collab with at some point. Trying to think of other channels. This will probably never happen because it has nothing to do with my channel at all. But I mentioned this guy last time. Only in Japan. He's like a Japanese culture channel, but I really enjoy his content. I just think he'd be really fun to work with. I don't really know what kind of like video we could possibly make because he does like Japanese culture stuff, and I do like the Lost Media game stuff. It's not really. Maybe we could think of something, but it would probably be a much harder fit. So that would be difficult, I think, to put together a collab, but only in Japan for sure. That would be really, really cool. Neo GameSpark is probably a more realistic one. We've talked before, and I've told him. I think out of like maybe possibly out of every YouTuber I've watched, every YouTuber I'm a fan of, I think maybe if someone said to me, "Who is your favorite YouTuber? You can only pick one." I think my answer would be Neo GameSpark. I remember watching him way back, probably further back than the oldest content creators that I used to watch. Like I used to watch Primetime Pokemon a lot. Oh, he would be fun to collab with too, though. I'm a big fan of him. But I think even before I watched Primetime Pokemon, I was watching Neo GameSpark like way, way, way a long time ago, and just his videos were so informative and funny, and just he's such a like he's just such a really, really good personality. Um, and I've mentioned to him before that I want to do a collab, and he seemed open to it, but I've never found the right topic to present to him that we could collab on. Um, so I think that's a realistic one that could happen, but I haven't figured it out yet. But Neo GameSpark, I really, really want to collab with him. So I would say that's a good handful. Neo GameSpark, which I think will probably happen. It could happen only in Japan, which will probably never happen, but it would be cool if it did. And Psycho, which probably will never happen, but it would be cool if it did. I just feel like even with Psycho's content, I just feel like it's so different than mine. Like I don't do glitches and stuff like that. I don't really do let's plays, even though it's still game related. I just feel like we sort of operate in different like areas of the gaming content. So I don't know what we could even come up with. Oh, another one too that I want to throw out. If Did You Know Gaming, I know we just like smack talked to them last week. Well, not really smack talk, but I know that we were sort of saying that like their content is sort of just reading from wikis and stuff, and some people aren't really a fan of that. Oh, did someone else donate and did I miss it? World of Fortson with the $2, thank you for that. Said, what happened to the Backyardigans vid? I will get to that. Well, let me add you to the list first, and then I'll answer your question after I finish this. Oh, World of Fort Sin. Not Fort of World. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. So I'll get to your question in a second. But for the collab thing, what I wanted to finish with was I know you're saying that some people weren't really a fan of Did You Know Gaming's new videos in their style because it's just reading from wikis. But not gonna lie, if they asked me to do a video for them, I would, because that'd be cool. That'd be cool. I'm just saying that'd be cool. Okay, so what happened to the Backyardigans video? So pretty much, back when I made it, it got really, really popular. And some people took it upon themselves to try and find the pilot. And unfortunately, someone who got in contact with someone who worked on the pilot, I guess sent them some not very nice words about the pilot and if they didn't release it and stuff. And then I guess that guy allegedly had a lawyer, and the lawyer traced, that guy back to my video because that was what kind of made it popular. And he told me that, like, gotta take the video down. And he actually got a copyright strike on the video, which I was shocked at. But he told me to take the video down because it was leading to this unwanted attention. So I had to delete the video to get rid of the copyright strike, so it is gone. And that happened a long time ago, but that's kind of what happened to it. Is some bad messages were sent, and I had to delete the video because it was leading to unwanted attention. But we have a fan theory that the guy that flagged the video wasn't actually a lawyer, because he never really proved he was a lawyer. He just got away with the copyright strike, which really doesn't prove it at all. You could false copyright strike something, but I didn't want to argue with it. It just, like I just, at that point, my channel was growing so much, I didn't want to just like risk it. So I just said, you know what, forget it. I'm just gonna delete it, and that'll be that. So unfortunately, that's what happened. Oh, a collab with Dr. Lava would be epic. I think I've heard of him before. He does like Pokemon beta stuff. Never really watched much of his content, but I'm sure that would be a cool collab. Blocks said, "Did you know gaming's modern content is only a little better than Redditor?" Yeah, Oh, Lost Glitches. Oh, Smith Zero. Now you're thinking. Lost Glitches. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Maybe someday that'll happen. Cause that's true. That's true. I'm gonna think about that. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I used to like Did You Know Gaming. I used to learn stuff from their videos, but this is sort of I talked about this last week, so I won't go off on a huge rant right now. But like that's the thing, is my lost media videos. I purposely didn't read from wikis because I wanted them to be better than that, and I just the general gist I feel with Did You Know Gaming is they just read from wikis and that people don't really enjoy their content as much anymore. Fluff192 said, "Did you not say the donations are going to come from the last stream too?" I think I did say that in the last stream, but I ended up kind of telling some girl stories at the end, so I feel like for not hitting the goal, it sort of like balanced it out. So we started fresh this time. I wasn't planning on telling girl stories last time, but I told a couple, even though they weren't exactly like Tinder dramatic stories. Um, yeah, I'm just reading some of the some of the stuff. Talking Kitty Cat fan Go Animated Tom and Jerry HD said, "Have you heard of Mario Kart XXL? It was for the Game Boy Advance." I have heard of that. Yeah, some people requested that I do a video on it a while ago, and I never did, but I have heard of that. It's kind of a cool topic. The collab is not Jorge tomorrow. Philippe said, "Did anything happen to the Cricket and Clover demos that John Walker found?" No, I don't think he actually found them. I think there's sort of a new fan theory that came out that he didn't actually find them. That was just a big hoax to get like Ryan and Brendan to notice him or something. So those never came out, and I don't think they exist. Oh, the Mario's face demo. Yeah, I think yeah. I could maybe cover that. It would depend on how interesting it was, but that's a classic. I've heard people talk about that before. Zombert Mation said, "Would you do a video on the lost Australian show, The Eggs?" I would have to like see what that's about. I've never heard of The Eggs before. How long have we been going for? Oh, I can't even see. Oh, yeah, I can. No, I can't. Maybe I can't. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I can. An hour and a half, about. Oh, it's on the wiki. It's lost. All right, I'll check out The Eggs at some point, I guess. MP474 said, "Did someone ever solve the Psychic Channel game putter golf glitch?" I don't think of the comments I read, no one really had a good theory other than the fact that it was like an underflow error. But then some people were saying, well, it can't be an underflow error because of a specific detail I mentioned in the video, where how like it didn't just wrap around, it counted up or something. So I don't really know. I don't think anyone's really like found a conclusive proof to it yet. That was kind of just a filler video anyway, though. So I'm not really looking for a solution there, or I don't really expect one. Oh, Borkbind. Yes, I've heard of that, but I'm not gonna say it on stream in case anyone watches this. Well, I guess I'll unlist the stream, but okay. Yes, I've heard of that, and it might get worked into something. So I don't want to give too much away. But yes, I've heard of that before. I'm glad you actually reminded me of it because I forgot about it. But I've heard of it before. And then Ed Mario said, I've got an even better idea. The 2D talking Wario and Donkey Kong heads that were shown at multiple CES and E3 expos. I don't remember those. I remember like the talking Wario and Mario puppets, but I don't remember Wario and Donkey Kong heads. That sounds cool. I'm gonna look into that. It's also the birth of the Wario apparition. Oh my gosh. Freaking Wario apparition. I hate that. I literally, I think one of my least favorite things online is the Wario apparition because it's so stupid. It's literally the stupidest thing. Let's see how the lighting is pretty good. It's classic quality LSSQ lighting. Collab with Lonely Goomba. I don't even know who that is. Oh, Jack's Cheese said about the putter golf thing. Jack's Cheese said, I was skeptical about the underflow theory too because it left us at like 20 balls and not 256 or something. Between that and the counting up thing, you wouldn't expect a cheap game like that to handle an underflow so gracefully. Yeah, that's a good concise way to put it. So I mean, I thought that people were kind of just jumping the gun. They were just kind of wanted to like, I don't want to say like sound smart in the comments, but like once one person said, "Oh, it's probably an underflow," like every other comment after that said, "Oh, it's an underflow." But yeah, I actually forgot about that, and that would have been good to point out in the video. Is that when we were playing it, we definitely like ran out of balls after a certain point. It gave us like a specific amount. It didn't give us just like, you know, I guess maybe in the video I didn't convey that correctly because I think I said something like, "Oh, it maxed out the counter," but I should have said it maxed out the counter like to what the like. I should have worded it differently, but yeah, no, because we did run out of balls after. It didn't just like give us infinite or whatever. I'm probably not going to talk about the Nintendo Giga Leak because there's not really a point to it. Everyone else already has anyway. Computer hacker lighting. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say I can show some more of my clay because it's right up there, but it's way too dark. Unless I maybe no, I can barely even see it. Nah, it'd be way too dark. Have to do a sunlight stream sometime. Although this is a classic though. Yeah. Oh, Smith Zero said an underflow could possibly snap it to 20 rather than 256. It doesn't sound too hard to code for. I honestly don't even know enough about that stuff to really like make a definitive like decision on it, honestly. Like I said, it was kind of just like a filler video. I mean, I'm genuinely curious. I know Jack's Cheese is too, but like, you know, I kind like it was a micro mystery, so. DrewTube said, "Have you done a video about the Lost Anime Go for a Punch?" I've never made a video on that. Yeah, I think it was confirmed fake actually. I never did a video on it, and because I didn't like the topic at the time, and now that it's like pretty much confirmed fake, I'm even less likely to do a video on it because I just don't really see the point. So yeah, I don't know. Other people have covered it. Best Gamer 282 said, "Can't wait for the video." Oh, you guys, you guys. Okay, I'll give a few hints about the video. So it's a collab. the person I collabed with did some narrations for me, which actually came out really, really good. It's a very, very nice video. You all know this person. If I say their name, you're gonna know who it is. Like, you've heard of him before. He's really popular. The topic has to do with KK Slider. Little hint. And the video is like, I think it's like 16 and a half minutes long. So it's on the longer side. So it's a longer El Supersonic Q video. So it's none of these short 7-minute videos, which I still like. I like my shorter videos, but this one was a big, longer video. Because it's, it's a collab. It's got to be bigger. So you guys will like it. Oh, and Jesus said, do you do updates? I usually don't do update videos. If an update to a search has happened, I just pin it in a comment in the video. I just don't like doing update videos because I feel like it just like makes the original video like not worth watching. If there's like an update. Very few things have gotten update videos. Like Kappa Mikey was a big deal, so that got an update video. Astrology with Squidward was constantly getting updated, but like, for example, like the Mallow plush, we found out that the Geno doesn't exist. I'm not going to make a whole video just talking about how Geno doesn't exist, Just a pinned comment makes more sense to me. Oh, that's true. Jack's Cheese does have a special role in the video. It's actually a pretty big portion of the video. The Jack's Cheese portion. I'm not going to confirm or deny anything. Some of you guys are saying some stuff, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to... You'll have to see who it is. But you might be surprised. Oh, CGG, what's up? Oh my gosh, Cyber Shell? I remember. I remember Cyber Shell. Kinda. He was that guy that, like, vanished, right? I was actually going to do... I was actually looking into his disappearance, but... then I decided the topic was kind of weird to like look for a person. Smith Zero said maybe you could do a video containing a bunch of updates every now and then as filler. I've actually thought about that before. I've thought about that exact idea before, but I just decided against it. I really don't like update videos. I just really, really don't. I just really don't want to make them, so not even for filler, unfortunately. Oh, DrewTube said there's a lot of Peanuts lost media, which reminds me. Okay, this wasn't what you were talking about, but someone I think last week said something about like the Japanese animation company Madhouse. They did like Peanuts shorts or something. I never looked into it, but that reminded me of it. Does anyone know if that's real or not? The Amazing Mario Bros is peacing out. Well, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. Mario Plumber said, "Whatever happened? Wonder whatever happened to Kekrok." I don't know, man. He's still out there somewhere. I haven't talked to him lately. And Dan versus Fanbase said, "Are you aware of what we have been up to in our fandom? We found a lost Flash game and a partially lost theme song." Oh, that's cool. I'm not really familiar with Dan versus at all. But that's cool that you guys found stuff. It's always good when stuff gets found. Okay, Mario, with the link to that. Okay. Whatever happened to Robot Jones, yeah. Did you know that the first Garfield strips were lost and they were found just a few months ago? That's cool. I didn't know that. Thoughts on the study of flags? I know that was a joke in the Big Bang Theory, but I didn't think it was like a real thing, so I guess the more you know. The Dan versus community had a it met the creators and did an interview. That's cool. Uh, Calixto said, "Was it ever found out who was the winner of the person being part? Oh, the Sega game contest. No, I never found out. I never found out who the winner of that was. I don't think it was a long time ago though. That search is kind of blurry to me. I had to refresh myself. Yeah, that would definitely be a good mystery of video, Ed Mario. And no, I have not watched Has Been Hotel. Um, Fluff192 said, "Did you get any video game merchandise lately?" No, I haven't. I haven't really been buying a lot of stuff lately. I'm sort of like taking a break from the video game merchandise. I don't know. I just sort of wanted to take a break from it, so I haven't been buying stuff. I mean, when I'm out, I'll look for like the Jax Mario or the Jax Sonic figures, I guess. Jax isn't really making good Mario figures anymore, um, but no, I haven't really got anything, and I can't even find the Jax Sonic figures. I've like never been able to find them. So Dan Versus has some beef with the Lost Media Wiki. At least you guys found your stuff though, so that's good. Jax Cheese said, Forgot to say this when you brought it up, but we should still do that GBA game video. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do still want to do it. I really do still want to do it. I think everyone would really enjoy it. So we'll have to figure it out how we could possibly. Maybe we could even film it like remotely from our houses, and you could send me the video, and I could just put it together. Like I think that there are ways we could do it. Um, our original idea probably won't really hold up anymore with the whole like. Well, I know we had some other stuff we were talking about, but it probably won't really work. Um, do I know of any comics? Do you know of any comics Lost Media? There's a whole section on the Lost Media wiki, I think, for that, but I don't know of any off the top of my head. Comics is an area I don't really go into. Yo, Slim Cognito with the working on art with this in the background is nice. Excellent. Um, Dan versus Fanbase said thoughts on the Nintendo Giga Leak. I think I talked about this when it happened last week or 2 weeks ago, but it's really cool that all that stuff came out of it. But at the same time, it's kind of a shame that it had to be through like a leak that Nintendo wasn't happy about. I guess what other way would we have possibly gotten it? But I don't know. I wish it just had come out like I don't know, just like not against Nintendo's wishes. Santa's little nibbler, what's up? Hey, how's it going? Glad you could stop by. It's been a while. Sebastian Lozano Film said, "Can you find the lost movie Big Bug Man?" Never heard of it. Do you guys think Nintendo really doesn't care about that stuff? I remember they like flipped out when the Pokemon stuff was leaked, I think. Um, yeah, pretty much all leaks the company has had, they're not happy about. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Mario Plumber said, after your game shirts video, I tried looking for some info on old game shirts I had. Pretty surprising, barely anything of them is archived, not even pictures. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think a lot of people didn't even watch that video. It only has like 6,000 views or something, but I enjoyed making that video. Yeah, video game T-shirts, they're really mysterious. Pittsburgh Line Rail fan said, "Yo, LSSQ, I'm going to Cumberland. Is it Maryland tomorrow? Should be fun." That's cool. Don't get the coronavirus, I guess. Like traveling is still so sketchy and stuff. Well, maybe you live around there, but like, yeah, I don't know. I'm still worried about going anywhere. But have fun. Hopefully, there's something cool there to do. DrewTube said, "Do you know about the Peanuts Coca-Cola Christmas special thing that aired in the mid '60s and early '70s?" I think I've heard about that. I may have read about it on the Lost Media Wiki, but I don't know very much about it. I think. CGG said, "Someone please leak some Earthbound 64 stuff." Yeah. Oh, that maybe that would be in my same tier list with Luigi's Mansion for the betas. I would really like to see more Earthbound 64 stuff. Electman said, "Do you have any dreams on getting 1 million views?" Well, a few of my videos have had a million views before, so I guess the dreams come true. But as for 1 million subscribers, I mean that's like the ultimate, right? Like the ultimate power. But I probably will never. I don't really see myself ever getting there unless some kind of big thing happens with my channel, like I don't know, it just gets big for no reason. Like if Lost Media finally becomes a big popular subculture. Like speedrunning has really exploded in the past few years. If that happens to Lost Media, I could see myself getting 1 million subs, but unless that happens, I probably won't. I just don't think there's an audience. There's like a broad enough audience for it. Railfan said Cumberland isn't that far from where I live. We're mostly down there for train watching, so we won't be in contact with many people. Okay, that's good. It's crazy that like I don't know, like I feel like the virus hasn't. It's not even like close to going away, and like we're getting close to the end of the year. Yeah, it's like what the heck? And everyone thinks there's gonna be a vaccine by November or whatever. Like no, there's not. Like stop. Yo, Captain Rex, what's good? Sorry, they said sorry I missed the last two streams. No problem. Glad you're here. That's cool. It's been a while. You're almost just in time for the Tinder stories. I think I'm gonna probably tell them pretty soon because I think around 2 hours was my goal for tonight. Because I haven't eaten yet and the usual stuff. Don't have water in here, but I was aiming for around 2 hours because like I said, the video editing the video really took a lot out of me. So I didn't want to stream for like too long tonight. And Tinder stories take usually about 20 minutes to half an hour, so I'll probably get to those pretty soon. March feels like 3 months ago. Yeah, I don't know. Time just like this might be. Oh, Calixto said, "Aren't you the Lost Media guy?" The Lost Media guru. I am the Lost Media guru, but I can only make it so popular. I don't have superpowers to make it super popular. I can only make it kind of popular. But yes, I'm sort of. I guess people really see me as like the face of of Lost Media, which is good, right? But like I said, there needs to be like a bigger interest in it. I think for it to really get popular because I can only do so much by myself. Um, but yeah, maybe this would be a good like segue into the Tinder stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It just it you guys are saying like 2020 is almost over and everything. Yeah, like it just oh well Santa's little nibbler said you were the first Lost Media YouTuber I watched. Well, thank you for that. That is really cool. That I brought you into the Lost Media community. But yeah, yeah, when you think about it, the 2020 it is getting close to the end, right? And you think like well, what's really happened? And like nothing's really happened. Well, okay, see, I feel like for me, um, because of what I do, which is YouTube stuff, I feel like I've actually been pretty productive this year because I've seen a lot of growth in my channel. I got the Check a Conroy collab out. And as of recently, I've been posting one video a week, which is really really good. So I've seen a lot of growth for my stuff, right? I guess when it comes to YouTube, but I know a lot of people haven't because they don't have jobs or whatever, and when it comes to social aspects, oh, my social life is like almost non-existent. Partly because of the virus and partly because of other things, but the virus did not help in that. I haven't gone on a Tinder date in a long time, mostly because I think the virus did kind of mess a lot of things up. Granted, it's never easy getting a Tinder date, but I feel like with the way that the virus sort of happened, it definitely made things harder. I was matching with people right around the time when the quarantines were happening, right? And you couldn't meet up with people during that time. So all those matches sort of fizzled out because we could never meet up or anything. Um, and I was actually thinking that yeah, I was thinking that things have sort of quieted down now, and I was thinking like, well, maybe it would be easier to meet people now that the virus isn't as strong as it was, but not necessarily. It's probably once again harder to meet people because like over the summer, okay, like there was the quarantine pre-summer, then over the summer, I feel like people sort of like settled into their like you know wherever they were staying for the summer, right? They just did a little traveling around, right? But it was sort of I feel like for the most part it was pretty local. But now that school is coming back, right? You're getting all these people from all over the place coming to these colleges, and most of the people on Tinder are pretty much college age people for the most part, right? And I feel like you're getting all these people from all these other places now coming together, and that brings up a whole new danger again. Whereas over the summer, people kind of like were in their own little spaces, for the summer. But now everyone's traveling again, and that is going to make it really, really hard. And I didn't even think about that um, before before all this. Do I think the quarantine helped get people to search for lost media in their archives? Probably not. I don't really think it did. Like I think like I saw a jump in people who were watching my videos and stuff, for example, but I don't think it really like did anything for lost media as a whole necessarily. And Dan versus fanbase said, "What would you call the most famous lost media hunt where it actually existed?" Say that because the day with SpongeBob and the Kablam finale didn't actually exist. A lot of you guys were saying Clockman. I think probably it's a tie between Clockman and Cracks. I want to say maybe Clockman because I just think more people remember it. I mean, I think Cracks was pretty big, but I think probably Clockman would take it, I guess, because that existed for a long, long time, and the Lost Media Wiki was more established, I think, when Clockman was still going on. Um, oh, here's something cool. Oh, Mega Fortnite Plays, what's up? How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. Um, Metro Android said Siglemic did daily hours-long streams for months and months, influenced tens of thousands of future runners, and almost none of those full streams remain. Do I smell a collab with Easyscape? Maybe, maybe that could happen. I like Easyscape's videos, so maybe that could happen. I'll put it on the things of list of things to do. Why do people say A Day with SpongeBob is fake? Because I guess it never actually existed. There was never actually a Day with SpongeBob movie. Uh, it just sort of like existed online as like this was going to be made and came out, but it never really did. There's a whole big story to that though. Wendy said hi. What's up, Wendy? Do I like the Emperor's New Groove? Oh, Angel Barbosa said, I remember liking the movie back in the day. Haven't watched it in a really long time, though. I think I might get to the Tinder stories, because I kind of want to eat food, but we got to do the Tinder stories. So I'll answer a couple more questions. Zachary said, "What are your thoughts on Mulan 2020 $30 price on Disney Plus? That seems like it's overkill. What the heck? No." Oh, Travis, I saw you earlier. Sorry, I missed your hi earlier, but I see it now. So hello, thanks for stopping by. Okay, I'm gonna do my Tinder stories, and then I'm going to eat food. And we're gonna call it a day. So Tinder stories. Here we go. This is what you guys donated for. So two stories, the warm up and then the actual like main story. So here we go. My Tinder story. So the first one happened. Oh, and just as a preface, so these Tinder stories are usually like really dumb experiences or dumb things or weird things that happened with my time using Tinder. So yeah, they're kind of like not again kind of stories. So this happened last year, I think. It was in the springtime. I had my Tinder account, and I this girl liked me, and she um I guess her bio was sort of made reference to the fact that she was kind of like a nerd. She liked nerdy things or whatever. And I say I'm not like a big nerd, right? But I'm like, okay, I like games. I like some nerdy stuff. So like, okay, so maybe there's something here, right? Maybe there's something I can do with this. So I matched with her, and um, it was good. I matched with her, and we started talking, right? And I don't really remember exactly what the interaction was because it was so long ago, and this wasn't a very memorable, like a very like distinct, like memorable like conversation. But I remember thinking like, oh, you said you like nerdy stuff. Like what kind of nerdy stuff? And I think she said she liked sort of like superhero movies and like Lord of the Rings. And I said, oh, I like, like video games and stuff. And I was sort of trying to like make it so that you know like both of our nerdy stuff could be like we were a good match for each other, and I was trying to convey that, and then she's sort of like, well, I think we're at different ends of the spectrum. And I was thinking like, oh no, she's not gonna like be into this anymore because like she likes superhero movies and not games, and like where's it to go from there. But so that's what I was thinking. But then she's like, but it's nerdy nonetheless. So like you're cool, and I'm like, nice, I'm in. And then I think I asked her something like what her favorite superhero movie was, because I had seen a few myself, which I actually did. That wasn't just a lie. Um, and then I just never heard anything back, and I thought, what the heck? Like we were talking fine. Like why is she not talking to me now? So that's one of the most recurring problems I found on Tinder is like you start a conversation, and regardless about how well it's going, the girl just doesn't reply back. So I probably gave it a couple days, which I usually do, and then she just never said anything, and I thought, well, she's not going to. So I deleted my account, because when you delete your account and then reset it, um, it sort of resets the pool and everything. So I just thought, fresh start, forget about her. Reset my account, forget it. Then a few months later, this was maybe like late summer, I was on my account and I noticed that someone liked me, and I said, who's this? And I go to her, and she's the same person from months ago who stopped talking to me. And I thought, that's so weird. Why is she liking me again when she like stopped talking to me all those months ago when I was trying to talk to her? And like, you know, like I liked her profile, so I'm like, well, I'm gonna match again, right? Like I'm not gonna be like picky about this. So I matched with her again, and I said like, oh hey, we meet again, thinking like maybe she remembered me, maybe she didn't. I thought that the fact that she swiped me again, she must have like remembered me. So I swiped her again, and I said like hey, we matched again, and she's like, yeah, like I remember you. And so she did, and I said like, oh, I didn't want to be awkward. I thought maybe it was gonna be weird because she knew that I unmatched her, and I said, oh, sorry about last time. I thought you got bored talking to me, so so it kind of died out. And then she said to me, like, oh, like, no, that was my fault. Um, like, I deleted my account because I got too many matches. And I thought, wait a second, what do you mean you deleted your, I didn't say this to her, but I thought, wait a second, what do you mean you deleted your account? I unmatched you. Or I deleted my account, which unmatched you. But what actually happened is she stopped talking to me back then because she was matched with so many other guys and she was talking to so many other guys that I just got put to the bottom of her list and she didn't realize it. And then it was so overwhelming for her that she deleted her profile. But I didn't know that because I deleted mine first. So she didn't know that I actually deleted mine first. I didn't even, like cut it off with her first. She didn't know that because I was so far down on the list that by the time she deleted her account, she didn't even know it. So I thought that was really funny. And then we talked a little bit more. Again, with her not knowing that I unmatched her first or deleted my account first. And we talked a little more about like nerdy stuff or whatever, like whatever she was going on about. And then eventually, maybe a day or so later, I said to her, we were talking about like places we liked going, and there was actually she lived really close to me, and there was this place we both liked going, and I said, oh, we got to go there now, right? So so I did. I asked her, oh, do you wanna go there with me? And she said, yeah. And I said, nice. But this time, since I was afraid she was gonna like unmatch me or something again by accident, I said, can I have your number so we can talk via text? And she's like, sure. So she gave me her number, and I thought, this is perfect, great. And then I said, and then I think I texted her like the next day, and I said, hey, just testing out the number, seeing what's up. When do you want to make plans? Because it was like late summer, right? And I wanted to make plans sooner than later. And then she said to me like, "Oh, can't really do anything like this week because I'm moving, and I'm and my boss is also out doing something else, and like I'm very busy." And I said, okay. I said like, well, I'll check back in next week. We'll see what's going on. And she's like, okay. And then I think the next week, and I said, hey, want to do it this week? I think a couple days later, you can kind of see where this is going. She said like, oh, sorry, I didn't see your message. I'm really bad with responding to text messages. And I said, okay, what's the plan? And she's like, well, I'm still busy. I said, okay. And then I don't really remember how it ended. I think I just messaged her again once, and I said like, hey, how's your moving going? And she just never responded to me. I said, you want to know what? Forget this. And then funny enough, like a few months after that, I think I wanted more people on Snapchat, so I added her on Snapchat. She added me back. I don't know if she knew I was the same guy that just where this sort of fizzled out, but she added me back on Snapchat. But I never said anything to her after that about dating or about Tinder or anything. But I saw from her stories that she was posting that she actually did end up moving. So I don't know. So that wasn't just like an excuse to get me off her back. But I don't know. It was kind of weird because I don't know why. Like she kept like coming back to me, and then I kept trying to like make plans. She kept like going away again. But ultimately she ended up moving like pretty far away. So it never would have worked out anyway, which is too bad. I don't know if she genuinely wasn't interested or not. Like, I feel like she must have been to some extent if she kept like, because she actually did move. I just don't know why it was just so much of a back and forth, right? But I mean, it was whatever. So that was kind of the warm up. Then this is the one that really sucks. This was one of the first girls I ever even matched with on Tinder, I think, and talked to. So this was like a year or so before the one I just talked about. Again, one of the first girls I matched with. So back in the old days of Tinder, before I used to reset my profile all the time, again to reset the pool, I would actually like leave my profile up for like weeks. And after a while, this one girl messaged me, or she liked me, and I thought, wow, like how did she find my profile? Because like you sort of have the initial rush of people who like you, and then it sort of like dies out, right? But she ended up liking me, and I said, oh wow, I'm so glad I kept my profile up for like whatever week it was, because like, oh, this girl found my profile, good thing. And she was like, from the looks of her like appearance, she was like exactly the type like exactly like the kind of person I was looking for. And her bio made reference to um, like space and the moon and stuff. And I was pretty inexperienced at the time with Tinder etiquette and stuff, so I didn't really know what I was doing. So I sort of opened the conversation with I think actually I matched with her at night and then didn't wait to talk with her until the morning, which is almost like you shouldn't do that. Um, like if you're gonna match with someone, you gotta like match and then talk to them right away. So this was crazy territory back then. Um, so I matched with her that night, and then in the morning I sent her a message and I said like, again she liked the moon and space, so I said like, glad I met someone who likes the moon as much as I do, which didn't really make any sense. I just wanted to sound like I liked her same things, but it worked. It worked. She started telling me facts about the moon or something, and I was sort of like, yeah, yeah, like I was kind of interested in them. I didn't know anyone could like the moon that much, and she was sort of saying, sort of like bantering a little bit, being like, "Oh, I know I'm probably boring you with all these moon facts." I'm like, "No, no, it's cool, it's cool." So we just started talking, and we genuinely we talked for like a couple days or so, and then after a while, we ended up kind of like the last girl I said. We ended up realizing that we both went to this one place that we both liked, and I said, "Wow, we both go here. Um, it would be fun if we went to this place to meet." And she's like, "Yeah." And then I was thinking like, "Oh, this is gonna be really good. I really like this girl." And then I said, how about we do this though to make it even more special? Because again, she liked space and stuff, and I said, how about we go stargazing at this place? So we'll go at night and stuff to look at the sky and the moon. And she was like so into it, and I'm like, dude, like this is perfect. Like, oh my gosh, like, and it didn't even seem like one of those things where it was just like, I would say like lucky, where it was like, oh, I'm glad I happened to say the right thing, and then she agreed to it. Like, no, like we talked for a couple of days. We really kind of got to know each other, so it was really cool. Um, I like talking to her, and I think she liked talking to me. Anyway, so then that happens, right? And usually when you make plans on Tinder, you make the plans and then you don't talk until like the day you're gonna do something, right? But with this girl, because we had been talking, we were talking to getting to know each other. We kept going, right? So then I think she asked me that night or something. Like what I did for a job or something, and I said, oh, I do YouTube, and yes, I gave her the link to my channel, but I'm 100% sure she didn't click it. She didn't even click it open, but I gave her the link to my channel, um, and then I didn't hear anything back, and I thought, oh no, she must not understand what this is. She doesn't understand what YouTube is, and I kind of freaked out, and at the time, I think I had uploaded the Panic at the Disco Cricket and Clover video as like the main video featured on my channel. And I thought maybe she hates Panic at the Disco. Maybe she like doesn't know what like a lost music album is. I started freaking out. So I actually changed the featured video on my page to something else. I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was the Kappa Mikey pilot or something that was more generic. I don't remember what it was. And I started freaking out. Because we were talking back and forth quite a bit. Like, but then she sort of stopped, and I thought like, oh, this killed it. And then like an hour or so later, I got a message back from her, and she said like, wow, this is really cool. Like, that's great you do YouTube. And I'm like, yes. She didn't hate YouTube. So I thought, man, I'm in the clear. And I had a really good night thinking about that. And I remember I was actually at a restaurant with my friends where all this was going down, so they saw it in real time. And then when I got that message back, I just remember like relaxing, thinking like, oh, now I can just like chill out and have a good time with my friends. And that was that for the night. But then as the weekend approached, things started getting weird, right? Our plans started fizzling out. Then I got a message from her, like the next day, and she's like, hey, I know we were gonna meet up, but I have to watch my cousin's dog. He's has work. And I was kind of naive at the time, right? So I totally believed her. But at any rate, give someone one chance, okay? To like be weird. So I said, okay, that's fine. We don't have to, we can schedule it a different day, because I think we were going to do it that day. I said, we can schedule a different day. So then the next day, I didn't hear back from her, right? And again, I was kind of naive, so I was thinking maybe she didn't want to meet up and do our original plans. Maybe she wanted to do something else, and I just, you know, she just went along with my plans originally, but now she's having second thoughts about it. So then I messaged her and said, "Hey, I got an idea. Maybe you don't want to meet me, like, at night, to look at stars." Just thinking that maybe like she wouldn't have wanted to like, meet me in a parking lot and then walk with me to this place, at night with someone she hasn't met before. So I thought, okay, maybe that was it. She didn't want to tell that to me. So I said, I got a better idea. How about we just grab an ice cream in the afternoon? Okay. Is that fine? And she's like, yeah, that's good. And I said, cool. So the next day comes, and then she says, oh, bad news about the ice cream. I'm going camping with my family for the entire weekend. And I said, oh, okay. Well, what about our date? Again, I was naive at the time. And she said, I'll text you on Monday and I'll let you know what's going on. And I said, okay. You can imagine where this is going now. Monday came and went. She didn't text me. So I texted her and I said, like, hey, how was the camping trip? She didn't say anything back to me. I think I waited a few more days, and then I noticed on her profile she had updated her pictures. And on Tinder, when someone updates their pictures but they don't respond to your message, you know that it's over, because you know that they saw your message and they purposely didn't read it or didn't respond to it, but they bothered to update their profile with new pictures. So at that point, I thought it's over, it's done. But I gave it one last shot and I said, hey, did you hear? And at the time, this was true. NASA had released a bunch of lost recordings from the moon landing or something like that. I thought it was with like lost media. It was really cool. It sort of like circled everything back together. And I said, hey, did you hear about the lost NASA moon landing recordings they just released? I think a day later she unmatched me, and I never heard from her again. And that was it. And it sucked. At that point, though, I kind of knew it was over again. The fact that she kept postponing it and then changed her profile picture, but like it was still disappointing because it really could have been something like special, like a nice stargazing date, and her profile seemed really nice. Like I really liked how she looked and how she sort of like presented herself, and it was just too bad that it never happened. And I still remember that to this day. That girl, who I never met, never did anything, but yeah. So that sucked, and it was really disappointing. But I guess that's the way it is. That's life. So I guess that's kind of it. I hope you guys enjoyed those stories. Not the most dramatic, but it hurts. When someone you want to meet up with and they just don't follow through. But thanks for coming to the stream, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the donations. Please tune in for the video tomorrow. I think I'm going to air it at 1 p.m. around 1 p.m. 1 to 2 p.m. I think, somewhere between there. So definitely check it out between 1 to 2 p.m. And just for you guys, I will tell you who the special collab person is. I was actually going to troll you guys and end the video right before I did it, but right, I was going to end the video before I tell you as like a troll, but I'll actually tell you. The collab person. Oh, you guys are saying you don't deserve this at all. Yeah, it sucks. But I don't know. Someday I guess I'll figure it out. Anyway, the person I'm collabing with in the video that will air tomorrow around between 1 and 2 p.m. is She Says. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good one. So I messed